What's good, y'all? It's your boy Matt, your favorite CEO, fitness model, and content creator. Your boy's outside. I'm at Pelham Bay Park getting the sun. It's a beautiful day today, enjoying the sun, just spending time by myself, spending time alone, you know what I mean? And that's the topic of this video, man. You need to master the art of being alone. You don't always need to be all up and under people, whether it's your dude, your lady, your family, right? It's good to sometimes just be isolated and to spend time by yourself. Right? Because that's when the best version of you comes out. That's when the ultimate version of you comes out. When you disappear, right? And you spend time alone, working on yourself, connecting more with God, and then you come out a completely different individual. You know what I mean? The same thing with like Dragon Ball Z when they go in the hyperbolic time chamber. They're spending time alone by themselves, training, mastering their craft, becoming better, doing what they need to do to, up their energy levels and to, be able to power up a lot higher, right? You get what I'm saying, right? So you have to understand that you got to spend time alone. Like I told you in my previous video on developing self-love, take yourself on a date, do things alone, do things by yourself. You don't want to be alone forever, right? But just temporarily, you need to spend time by yourself. Temporarily, you need to spend time alone. You need to master the art of being alone, master the art of not having to be around people all the time to be happy. A lot of you need to be around people. You need to be in a social setting or you don't feel good. You feel like you're not good enough when you're not around certain people. You can't do that because that means now you're dependent on them to make you feel good. You're dependent on your significant other to make you feel good. Master the art of being alone. You know what I mean? My girl's at work right now. My girl normally spends the night at my house every day. She didn't spend the night at my house last night. But I love being around her, but sometimes I need to spend time by myself. And same thing for her. Sometimes she needs to be in her own energy, in her own space, so she could clear her mind. Not saying that when I'm with her, my mind's not clear. Not saying that when she's with me, her mind's not clear. But you got to learn how to spend time by yourself. Even in the marriage, sometimes you just need a little bit of space, right? And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to go on a boys trip or a girls trip. I'm not saying none of that BS. I'm talking about in terms of if you are in a marriage, right? Sometimes y'all need to just be in a separate room just for a few hours, just so y'all can clear your head and do your own thing, right? Sometimes it gets a little bit overwhelming because you guys have responsibilities. You're married, you have children, you have jobs. Sometimes you just need to be in your own energy and be in your own space. And that's what you have to do. Master the art of being alone. You don't need to be around people all the time 24/7. Isolate yourself temporarily. Right? Because you obviously don't want to grow up to be 60, 70 with no family, with no kids. I'm not saying that. But temporarily spend time alone. Spend time by yourself. Be in your own energy. Get to know you. A lot of you spend so much time around other people. You don't know who you are. And that's what I did. I fell victim to that. In high school, I spent so much time around other people. I was trying to be liked by other people, trying to be with these group of people that didn't care about me. I didn't know who I was. I didn't spend time by myself. When you spend a lot more time by yourself, getting to know who you are, you start connecting more with God naturally. Because you start talking to yourself, you start asking God questions. That's what I do now. When I'm by myself, I enjoy my peace, being in my own energy, being in the presence of God. You know what I mean? When I'm by myself, I talk to God. When I'm by myself, I talk to myself. I'm my own cheerleader, right? God is my best friend in my mind. So I talk to God about every single decision that I make, every single thing that I do. But I'm alone when I do it. I'm in my own energy. I'm in God's energy. God is within me. So you got to learn how to just be in your own energy. Get to know yourself. Study yourself. And in order for you to do that, you have to temporarily isolate yourself from people. If you are in a full-blown relationship like me, if you are married, if you have children, I'm not saying disappear from your family. These are the people that depend on you and that love you. But throughout the day, when you're not around them, be in your own energy when you're not around these people, right, that you love. Even if it's for 30 minutes, enjoy being in the moment with just you and God, right? You have to learn how to just be in your own energy. You have to learn how to master the art of being alone and stop depending on other people to make you feel good. If you have children, if you have a wife, if you have a husband, if you have people you need to take care of, even if it's for 15, 30 minutes a day, spend time being alone, right? Doing things that you want to do, doing things that ignite your enthusiasm, doing things that make you feel the best. You don't always have to be around other people. You don't always have to go to the club to feel good. You don't always have to do those things, right? Enjoy your own peace. Enjoy being in your own energy. Enjoy being in your own presence. Enjoy being in God's presence. Have a conversation with God when you're by yourself. Ask him for guidance. Ask him to give you the strength and the courage to keep moving towards your vision. Ask him for the strength and the courage to keep, being persistent and consistent when things aren't working out the way that you want them to, as fast as you want them to. Just learn how to be alone. I was alone for a very long time. Yeah, I had family and friends and stuff like that. That's cool. But I'm talking about in terms of like, I had to completely isolate myself in order to figure out who I was. And now I know exactly who I am. Compared to when I was in high school and I didn't know who I was because I was trying to be around people all the time and trying to make myself, be liked by other people. I was seeking validation from these people that didn't care about me and that I don't speak to this day. It's futile. It does nothing for me. It does nothing for you. Master the art of being alone, being your own energy. I'm gonna keep saying that over and over and over again. Learn how to be by yourself. Spend at least 30 minutes, minimum 15 minutes a day, being in your own energy, talking to God, having conversations with God, and being alone. You're never alone because God is always with you. But in terms of like human beings, right? Your children, your kids, you know what I mean? Your significant other, your parents. That's why, like right now, I'm at Pelham Bay by myself. I'm in my own energy. I'm spending time by myself. I am not home with my parents. I am not home with my girlfriend right now. I am at Pelham Bay Park, spending the best time of my life, right? Getting this content out for you, but being in my own energy. After this, I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna meditate, I'm gonna get my mind right. It snowed out here, you know what I mean? But it's so peaceful out here. It's quiet, right? The trees, I see the birds flying. It's just so peaceful being in nature and doing it by myself. You can still bring people along from time to time and, so you guys can get that energy together. But right now, I'm in my own energy. I'm alone and I'm peaceful right now. I feel good. It feels good to be alone. It feels good to at least have 30 minutes to an hour a day of being in my own energy, getting to know me a little bit more, asking myself, what can I do better to make myself a better individual? Asking myself questions to study me so I can improve in my life. And it has nothing to do with business and all that other stuff. That's irrelevant right now. I'm talking about in terms of who I am as a man, what I stand for, and what I want out of life. Those questions, you're only able to answer when you're by yourself and you're, in the presence of God. You can't really answer those questions when you're in a loud, crowded space and a lot of things is going on. When you're at home and your children are crying, when you're at home and then, your wife is doing, her work at home and the TV's on, you can't focus in that setting, right? You can't just tune everything out. At least I can't. So I got to come out here in nature and clear my mind and be in my own energy to, make certain decisions and to focus on who I am as a man and how I can improve. And you should do the same, man or woman, watching this video, so just learn how to be alone. Take yourself on a date. Do things on your own. Be in your own energy. Get in the habit of going into nature and taking walks. Go hike. Go take a walk by yourself. Go run by yourself. Go to the gym by yourself. Be in your own energy. I love going to the gym by myself. I also love working out with my cousin and my best friends. But at the same time, it's a lot of times where I work out by myself and I have the best workout without going with anybody because I'm in my own energy. There's a lot of times I go on dates by myself, but I'm in my own energy, so I feel a lot better as opposed to going with someone else, right? I'm gonna start going to IKEA by myself. I normally go with my family, but I'm gonna go by myself, be in my own energy, be in my own mind, visualizing things I want to visualize as opposed to being around other people. You're hearing their conversations and, you're in their energy. Nah, I want to be in my own space. That's why the best thing that a lot of people can do, and this is exactly what the next chapter of my life, get in your own spot. I can't speak too much on it because I don't have my own spot yet, but when I do, my life is going to continue to transform after that because I'm going to be in my own energy. I'm going to be in my own space. Entering that chapter of my life where I'm on my own, I have my own responsibilities, but when I wake up every single day, it's quiet, it's peaceful. I get to do everything I need to do with no distractions, right? No noise, no outside noise, just me, my mind, and God. And that's how it should be. Be in your own energy, master the art of being alone. You don't need to be around other people all the time, right? I'm not saying do this for the next 40, 50 years, being by yourself and, not having a family. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is learn how to be by yourself, right? Because you were born by yourself. Right? And when you pass away one day, and you're gonna die by yourself. And I don't mean in terms of like people not gonna be there for you, your family's not gonna be. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying once you leave this earth, they're gonna stay here in the physical, and your soul's gonna transcend. And then after that, That's just what it is. So love yourself, spend more time being alone, master the art of being alone so you can transform your life. Your boy, Matt Rodriguez, I love y'all, and I'm out.